Is we have the LinkedIn Profile Analyzer Chrome extension available, and it's available right now, so you can actually start using it. I will share the link with you so you can download it, and I want to go ahead and show you how to use it. The cool thing about this extension is it allows you to analyze any profile at a glance, ask a question in a chat kind of interface, and get like starter messages and be able to grow your network very easily and smartly. All right. So the first thing we'll have to do is after you install the extension, just make sure to pin it so you can see it on the top. The second thing you will have to do is just go on to settings, and on the settings page, enter your OpenAI API key and choose the model. We do support two models this time from OpenAI. One of them is GPT-5 Mini, and the other one is GPT 4.1 Mini. The latter is faster, but the first one is better because it uses reasoning. Now, it's very important to note that anything that happens in here is solely between you, the browser, and the LLM. So we do not save any conversations, we do not scrape any profiles content, we do not save your OpenAI key or any other communication that happens between you. It's all between you, your browser, and the LLM, which is OpenAI in this case. So in terms of privacy, no problems at all. We're not looking at what you're doing. We can't see what you do, and we don't say what you do. And same for LinkedIn. We're using the DOM. So anything that's on your screen is what the session can see on LinkedIn and interact with. And it's only for you in your browser. So it doesn't get saved and it's compliant with LinkedIn. But with that in place, what I have to do, this is my profile in here. And what I want to do is just click in here and say capture my profile. And it's going to ask me, is this my profile? Just make sure. And I'm going to say yes. It starts the capturing process and it's finished very quick. After that, I'm going to go to Giselle's account. I will hit refresh, just make sure. Don't have to, but just make sure that this is actually captured my profile correctly. Bear in mind, this won't make much sense using it with Giselle because we're partners. But I mean, for privacy reasons and to avoid using someone else's who's, you know, didn't authorize us to use it, we're just gonna do it that way. But of course, you do it with connections you're not connected with in general, or people you are connected with but just want to follow up with. I'm gonna go and start this. The analyze by NeuraStep. You see this button here above the name. It just pulled the profile, got all the information in, and now we're ready. So I'm going to say, what is common between me and Giselle? I want to see if this knows me already and knows Giselle already or not. And now this is going to go on and send the request to the LLM for analysis and get you the results we're after. Bear in mind, this right now waits for the whole completion, so it doesn't start responding. But we are working on a streaming kind of update that will roll out very soon. So stay tuned and stay up. Follow the page just to make sure you don't miss on any update. As soon as we do that, you will see the responses coming on the screen. So, quick summary: you and Giselle have in common both work on NeuraStep. Very cool. Leadership, that's correct. Focus on AI, that's true. We are both in business. We both have experience with the web, and we have common languages and we have common interest. So it did a great job picking who both of us are, and that's really great. Now we have two quick conversation starters. So I didn't ask for that, but I'm going to come and say I haven't talked to Giselle in over 6 months, and now I have a new product that I want to see if she's interested in joining in co-founding with me. The product is called My Awesome Software, and it's a let's say it's an automation software company kind of thing. All right, pardon my English, but And then I'm just gonna go on and hit enter. So I say, well, it's not true. I'm talking with Giselle all the time, but I'm pretending I haven't talked to Giselle in like 6 months, and I want to start this new product. Let's see what kind of stuff it's gonna do. We trained this extension to be smart, where it knows personally the person we're talking to and who you are, and sends messages in a very smart way that is very personal and makes sense for the end user. And that way, we'll make sure that those messages are not just generic template kind of messages, but in fact, real messages that will make sense. All right, so I think I had a timeout in here. So let's go on and see. Let me just do it again. I want to start a product with Giselle called my awesome software. So it must be an LLM kind of connection issue. Uh, Give me two examples of messages I can send so we can co-found this together. Okay, I haven't talked to her in 6 months, and then let's see what we get out of this. Now the 4.1 Mini does produce much faster responses if you're interested in that, and it's really straightforward. The only problem is it doesn't have reasoning, and since it doesn't have reasoning, in that case, it's just gonna not produce good results as this one. So you can see message one, warm connect, invite to co-fund. So hi Giselle, hope you're doing well. It's been a little while, about 6 months. It knows that since we last connected. Congrats on the recent NeuraStep updates that look awesome. So what this did is it actually looked on that Giselle has shared something about NeuraStep recently, and it's that's really smart. So you can see this is the kind of like personal touches that I'm talking about. So I'm building a new company called My Awesome Software, an automation problem to streamline repetitive operational workflows with business. I didn't say that. It knows what that is. I've built a working MVP and the first technical stack, and now I'm looking to commercial co-founder to lead the go-to-market partnership and operations. I immediately thought of you because of a strong leadership, business development, and deep experience in healthcare settings. So this went to the healthcare, which Giselle is her primarily field. So it did pick that up to make it more personal. So that's exactly the combination we need to shape the product for real customers. Would you be open to a quick 20-minute chat next week so I can share the vision? I'm flexible in the time, so let me know what works for you. And it did put my name and my position. There's another one that will like more straightforward. So this one is just short, direct, pitch, clear next steps if you want to do that. Now, I would do something now and just go on and say, what is the ideal time in my time zone that I should that message in in order for Giselle to like have higher chance of reading that message and responding faster. So this is because we're on two different time zones, and I want to make sure that this actually picks up this detail and gives me the recommendation that I need in terms of what is ideal time. Because there's like time difference, and I want to know when exactly should I send the message on my time that is a good time for Giselle to respond to, ideally based on statistics. So let's see what we get. All right, so short answer, send a message in the early morning in your time zone. Ideal window is 6:30 to 9, and this maps to mid-afternoon in Sydney, when Giselle is likely working and able to read and respond the same day. Why this work? Giselle is based in Sydney. Sydney is 7 hours ahead, and then sending in my early morning lands in her mid-afternoon, a high attention period. So that's the trick here. Is it seems like the good time is the afternoon, and that's a high attention period. Probably because people are tired, and they just spend the day working, and at that time they tend more to respond to messages because it's easier to do that in the afternoon. You don't have to focus on the work that require a lot of mental focus. In the afternoon is probably more likely that they respond, and this makes sense. I didn't know that. Okay, so we have also the weekdays like Tuesday to Thursday get high response rate. That's another stat. I didn't know about that either. They are better than Monday. Makes sense. Who answers on Monday is very busy, or late Friday where everyone's just going to relax. So LinkedIn messages sent during the recipient's workday are more likely to be noticed. So recommended time slots it gave me in my time. So 7:30 to 9 and 6:30 to 7, which is almost a noon her time. And then after 6, that's gonna be in the early morning for Giselle. And that gave me like an idea for the follow-up. All right, there you have it. There's plenty of ways where we could use this. Like I said, in the case of Giselle, this is not going to make much sense because we work together. But where you're going to apply this to is make sure you apply this to someone else who's either your connection or someone who's trying to connect with you, or someone you're trying to connect to. So before you do that, should I connect with this person? Kind of questions. You can ask anything, but am I supposed to connect, and why? What kind of value do I get of this? Someone send me adding request. Should I accept the request, and why? And then if you want to grow your network and send dedicated specific messages that is dedicated for your use cases on both profiles, then you should do that.